Today, my dad's gonna show us how a master chef turns a simple weeknight dish into a gourmet meal.
煎雞扒
Pan-fried chicken thighs. It's literally the best chicken thigh I've ever had. So get ready because this video is packed with simple tips and techniques you can use to level up your cooking right away, starting with how to prep the chicken.
年輕嘅朋友放工翻嚟之後呢，就簡簡單單快脆煮熟食啊嚇！你煎啲雞肉先喎。嗱，你可以選擇有啲冇皮嘅、冇骨嘅。我今日選擇呢，就有啲有骨有皮嘅。咁樣煎呢，個皮呢，煎得嚟會香好多嘅。買有皮有骨嘅呢，可以講係少啲錢買翻嚟。如果你買冇皮冇骨嘅呢，你要多啲錢。
To elaborate, when you buy bone-in chicken thighs, the price includes the weight of the bones, which you're probably throwing away. However, it's still cheaper than buying boneless, skinless chicken thighs, especially after adjusting for the edible percentage. According to the USDA, bone-in chicken thighs have a 70 to 75% edible yield, factoring in the bones and etc., and boneless, skinless chicken thighs have a 100% edible yield. The Kitchen took this further in a 2017 article, pitting the adjusted prices at $1.90 per pound for bone-in chicken thighs and $2.40 per pound for boneless, skinless chicken thighs. The most economical choice, whole chicken leg quarters at $1.36 per pound. Either way, chicken thighs are the perfect introduction to cooking because they're so hard to overcook. Today, we're using skin-on chicken thighs. The skin is richly flavored and will remove the bone for ease of eating. Because it's so juicy, it pairs perfectly with plain rice or noodles. If you prefer skinless, boneless, or another cut of chicken like breast, drumstick, or quarter, you can follow the recipe as is. Just make sure it reaches the USDA recommended internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit.
首先呢，有個骨喺度啊嘛，我哋唔要骨㗎嘛，睇我點樣除條骨啊！嗱喺度，喺中間嗰度，喺度除佢，嗱喺兩邊咁得㗎啦。嗱，咁反轉佢。
We'll carefully cut around the bone, separating it from the meat on both sides, then cut down the back while trying to keep as much meat as possible.
就咁簡單，除咗條骨啦嗱，咁一塊肉咯。 一塊肉咧，如果你唔食皮嘅，就搣咗佢。你想連皮咧，就連埋一齊。咁起咗之後咧，你就呢度厚啊嘛，厚咧你剪開佢啦，分開佢，等佢菠蘿都係咁薄。點解啊？煎咧咪一齊咁熟咯。如果你有啲厚有啲薄㗎，咁呢度啲薄嘅熟咗，呢啲厚嘅未熟，就係咁嗱。
冇骨冇皮都要咁樣做。
係啊，呢嚿肉你剝咗皮佢都係咁厚㗎，佢唔會同你整平嘅啫，係嘛？嗱呢度有嚿軟骨喺度，你可以除咗佢，可以唔除。你有啲肥嘅你唔想食，就除咗佢。我平時咧就唔要嗰啲肥㗎啦，就係健康啲，食得健康啲㗎。但你要皮咧，要皮就香啲。
After we debone and trim our chicken thighs, we'll create the marinade for them.
跟住用蠔油一個湯匙，生抽啦。 個湯匙煮嘢嗰啲酒咧係一個湯匙，呢個係紹興酒嚟嘅，你可以任何選擇呢邊一隻都得呵。你用鹽咧就一個茶匙，糖咧又一個茶匙，胡椒粉咧半個就茶匙夠啦。生粉用2個湯匙，可以醃咗啲雞肉，等佢係爽滑啲，再切少少薑蓉上去一齊撈，用半個安士。
We'll first thinly slice a bit of peeled ginger.
咁樣咧，啲雞肉咧就會香啲，去咗仲嗰個腥味嚇。
Then we'll chop those slices into thin strips. Then we'll turn the strips 90 degrees to mince. We'll add the minced ginger into the marinade.
將佢攪勻嚇，等緊來醃雞肉嘅嚇。
We'll mix the marinade until everything is dissolved and the consistency is almost a paste.
We have all of these ingredients listed on our blog at madewithlao.com, along with step-by-step instructions and video clips to guide you as you make the recipe at home.
嗱，我今日用個配料就好簡單嘅啫，白洋葱、紅洋葱呢兩種嚇。
We'll use half of a white onion and half of a red onion today to add both flavor and color to the final dish. First, we'll chop the onions into thin slices.
如果你唔中意兩種洋葱，一葱洋葱得㗎啦。
We'll set aside our onion slices and move on to the garlic.
咁蒜頭先，蒜頭用3粒。
First, we'll smash 3 cloves of garlic so it's easier to peel. After peeling, we'll mince.
蒜咧就切蒜蓉嚇，切碎。
To level up your confidence in cutting all kinds of ingredients, check out our comprehensive masterclass on knife techniques in the CANTO Cooking Club. To get access, check out club.madewithlau.com. After prepping the aromatics, we'll return to the chicken.
然之後咧，我就攞個乾淨個呢個黃紙嚟，有一樣乾水佢，等佢乾水之後咧，佢容易吸收嗰啲醃料。
Now we'll use paper towels to dry both sides of the chicken thighs as much as possible before we put them into the marinade. After they're dry, we'll put them into the marinade one at a time.
將呢個底下啲肉呢邊咧，佢就容易吸收啲味個吸收嗰啲料啦嘛。嗱，睇得到嘛？睇，擺落去。如果你倒轉咧，啲皮嗰邊咧，佢就冇咁容易啦，係嘛？你又呢邊倒吸咗先，咁樣咧，先再整個皮嗰邊。
如果冇皮咧，方法一樣。
冇皮都係一樣，因為你剝咗皮呢邊咧都係滑啲嘅，你可以好明白咁呢度咧就容易吸多啲味料，呢邊咧滑嘅就吸收唔到咁多味料。但係好多人未必係佢又淨係咁撈勻得㗎啦，我就咁做啦。
要幾耐啊
？10分鐘都冇問題啦。OK， 快脆啫。我而家就俾啲乾粉喺度，俾個碟度三個湯匙咧。攬佢咧，就等嗰啲表面香脆啲嘅皮，你多啲肉咪多啲粉。嗱，你刨開佢，咁佢咪容易啲攬到啲粉啦，係嘛？乾粉攬呢邊，啲肉呢邊，因為佢好多味料嗰度，啲咁乾粉咧就係冚住啲味料喺入邊。反正佢擺喺度，呢塊都係咁啦。
We'll lightly coat each chicken thigh with cornstarch, starting with the meat side.
Shirley from the CANTO Cooking Club asks, how do you keep the chicken thighs crispy on the outside, but still cooked to perfection on the inside?
冇乾粉咧，佢就唔會脆；有乾粉咧，佢就收硬上個表皮嗰度硬咗，煎香嗰啲乾粉嗰度粉嘅時候，佢咪硬咗香脆咯。佢入邊咧咪保持佢係熟咯。
同埋要加多啲油。
煎嘢煎想佢脆咧，就一定係多少少油先至脆。
Now that we've coated both sides of each chicken thigh, we can bring out a flat-bottom wok or pan to start pan frying.
頭先雞扒嘅備料就備好晒啦，而家開始簡單嘅煎雞扒。而家開火。
First, we'll heat our pan on high. We don't advise doing this step with a non-stick pan. Instead, you can skip to adding the oil, then turning on the heat.
點樣知道呢個煎 pan 係夠熱啊？
嗱，你可以睇到佢會夠熱嘅咧，佢個煎 pan 咧轉色嘅，同埋佢有咗一陣嗰個水氣嘅蒸氣咁出嚟，添咗出嚟。
How do you prevent it from sticking to a pan？
最緊要你煎嘅時候燒熱，好熱隻鑊，特別咧不鏽鋼鑊咧就燒到好熱，先至落油。如果你係嗰啲有塗層嗰啲爐咧，嗰啲鑊咧，嗰啲就唔會黐鑊㗎啦。
咁點解你揀呢個煎 pan？
佢闊，好用啲。
What type of pan is best？
平底嘅啦嗬，平底
嘅好煎啲咯。有啲係不黐鑊嘅，唔黐嗰隻；有啲有塗層嘅。重點你有乜屋企就攞乜，唔使特別喎去拎隻 pan 過嚟。
即係你乜嘢都有，咁你想攞邊隻？
我揀不鏽鋼。頭先嗰隻不鏽鋼我可以大力咁篤佢都唔怕，就唔會篤壞咗塗層。
30。
Yeah.
Pound it.
好啊，燒到而家咧，我就可以俾油啦。
After 2 to 3 minutes of heating the pan, we can add oil.
俾2個湯匙油，你係粟米油嚟嘅。嗱，你俾油落去之後咧，佢馬上起粒㗎，有一陣嘅油煙出嚟啦。咁我而家咧就閂慢火咯
喎。After adding the oil, we'll turn the heat back to low and add the chicken.
咁而家咧。有一件俾佢落去，俾個皮落先啊！嗱，首先你記得要閂慢火先好俾落去嗬，咁咪唔黐鑊啦係嘛？
We'll add each chicken thigh to the pan, skin side down. It's important to let them cook on this side without immediately flipping or moving them too much.
你平時唔會猛火煮嘅？
梗係唔猛火唔得㗎，猛火你啲入邊都未熟，出邊都燶晒啦嘛，係咪？整開佢先啊！我唔黐鑊佢先係咪？喐下佢啊，喐佢。
點解要喐啊？
將個鑊周圍嘅温度一樣，5個唔同啊嘛，係咪
？Kat from the CANTO Cooking Club asks, any tips on pan frying chicken without having oil splatter all over the stovetop？
啲乾粉冧咗佢之後咧，就封咗入邊啲雞啲肉汁，唔好俾佢流出嚟，冇啲水分流出嚟嘅時候，你啲油同水咁咪唔會爆起晒咯。呢邊咧就煎 2分鐘到3分鐘都夠㗎啦。佢嘅因為雞皮嗰邊已經係煎到金黃色啦嘛，睇到嘛？嗱，反轉佢啦，係嘛？咁可以反轉咯，係咪？嗱，睇到嘛？
After 2 to 3 minutes on the skin side, or when it's golden brown, we can flip the chicken thighs.
係咪？嗱，而家咧就稍微開翻猛火先啫，已經係中火。
你點知道如果係太猛火啊？
太猛火嘅時候，佢一下佢就會燶咗個面上嘅皮，佢唔會金黃色。嗰啲慢火先至煎得嘅透。
呢邊要自己嚟。
呢邊咧就煎耐啲啦，要5分鐘，起碼5分鐘、6分鐘先得㗎啦。
With this side, we'll let it cook for roughly 5 to 6 minutes on medium heat, being sure to check the bottom occasionally to make sure it's not burning or sticking. We're aiming for that same golden brown color. Then we'll flip again.
呢度夠香啦，夠香之後咧，我就再反轉去煎翻個皮，將個皮咧再香啲。分2分鐘都得㗎啦，撳一撳佢，將個皮煎香、煎燶啲、脆啲。
點解你唔一下煮嘅皮嗰邊5分鐘啊？
因為佢仲有啲水分喺入邊，將佢收身之後再煎翻佢，咁佢先脆咯。
After 1 to 2 minutes of cooking with the skin side down, we'll flip them back over again and add our aromatics.
俾啲蒜蓉落去，爆香蒜蓉佢，一邊咁爆香蒜蓉佢。中間啲洋葱就俾落去中間。
After adding the garlic and onions, we'll mix them around the pan.
哇，最香！而家要做咩咧？使唔使酒落去盞酒佢，再冚佢？
Now we'll add a splash of cooking wine and cover. Here, the cooking wine plays an important role. It binds to alcohol-soluble flavor compounds that would otherwise prefer to stay in the background. When we add it to the marinade, alcohol carries and infuses oil-soluble and water-soluble flavors that don't naturally want to mix. It also helps to counteract possible gaminess in fish and meat. When we add it during the cooking process, the alcohol increases the release of aromatic molecules, enhancing the sensory experience of the dish. We apply both techniques in this recipe for maximum impact. If you omit the cooking wine, the chicken will still taste amazing. You'll miss out on these effects of using alcohol, but you can use water or any kind of broth in the last steaming step to at least get the effects of the steam cooking.
幾香你咧！俾咗酒落去之後，嗰陣味真係冇得彈。
酒有咩
配聲同埋又更增加佢香味。你一酒炸到佢喳一聲嘅時候咧，個酒嘅香味同埋嗰啲蒜頭啊、薑啊、洋葱嘅味混合埋一齊。你再冚住嘅時候咧，嚿肉咪吸晒嗰啲味上去咯，嚿肉咪好食咯。佢有啲仲焗一焗佢，佢嚿肉就一定係熟透啦。開頭就中火啦，係俾咗酒之後咧，開猛火佢，將佢收啲汁，得㗎啦，掀開啦，得。
We'll uncover the pan after just 30 to 40 seconds.
咁樣咧，啲洋葱咪熟咯，係嘛？新火。
How can you tell if the chicken is cooked without a thermometer or cutting it?
兩邊都轉黃啦，個雞肉就已經係熟咗。如果你唔讚酒唔冚佢咧，或者就唔會熟透。而家熟得嚟入邊好嫩滑。如果你搏命咁煎到佢乾晒色熟咧，入邊熟咧，咁就乾啦。關火之後咧，撒蒜子鹽上去。
Finally, we'll sprinkle on some garlic salt.
Any advice on reheating?
氣炸鍋最好嘅，氣炸鍋你唔好太時間長喎，擺時間長咪乾晒咯。
我諗最唔好就係蒸啊，
蒸咪腍晒咯。
One of this dish's greatest strengths is how well it reheats. While using an air fryer or a toaster oven would be best, if you're short on time or appliances, you can use a microwave to ding yeet the leftovers for lunch the next day, and the chicken thighs will stay luscious and tender. With the chicken done, we'll create a bed of onions on our serving plate, then place our chicken thighs in a row on top. We can garnish with some onions, and then we're ready to taste it.
Looks amazing. It smells so good.
Oh yeah, got the onion.
Oh my god, that's so good.
OK， 好啦，朋友們，呢個煎雞排已經整好咗啦，希望大家中意，好簡單嘅啫嚇。紅堆妹妹落嚟吃雞 B 咯
Cheers!
Okay, you want the whole thing?
No.
You got it, boy.
Whoa.
Okay, back to mommy. That's too much.
Oh, sick.
YouTube thinks you'll like this recipe next. Let's see if they're right. A huge thank you to our walk stars and all of our chefs in the CANTO Cooking Club.